Good afternoon, teacher. This is my video talk about my summative revolution. The revolution, the renaissance, the illustration, and some events that changed the humanity. Okay, first, the revolution. The revolution was a fundamental and so important change in the power structure. This was a change and a renovation that drew all the people to awareness the government to change the political things and the bad things that they do. The most important revolution that existed was the French Revolution and Napoleonic Revolution. Next, we are going to pass to talk about the Renaissance. The Renaissance was on stage in Rome. The epicenter was in Italy and participated in the 14th century and 16th century. These changed the ideas of the Greco-Romance antiquity. Okay, the Black Death and the medieval obscurantism affect so bad the Roman Empire and this epoch, the Renaissance. This was a rewinning about the philosophical and aesthetic values of classical antiquity. Next, we are going to pass to talk about the illustration. The illustration was an intellectual, philosophical, and cultural movement that developed in Europe. This movement was called Enlightenment because was a period of light to all humanity. This depends of the aristocracy, and the bourgeoisie. Okay. The ladies, philosophers, scientists, artists, and literary participate in this good change. Next, we are going to talk about the important events. Okay, some of those important events was the electricity, the longitude, the gravity, the encyclopedia, the vacuums, the telescope, and the thermometer. The most important 22 of for 18. Thomas Alva Edison, who on October 22 of 1879 was successful in this attack. Right?
Perdón.
¿Qué pasa contigo? The most important was electricity. That the official inventor was Thomas Alva Edison in October 22 of 1879. Okay, thank you. Okay, my father is going to say a summary of my explication.
Okay, the summary. The revolution was a social change in the power structure. The most important revolution was American Revolution, French Revolution, Napoleonic Revolution. Renaissance was in the stage of European history, 14th century and 16th century. The epicenter of the Renaissance is Italy. The Black Death and medieval obscurantism affect the Renaissance. Renaissance was dedicated to renewing philosophical. Okay, the illustration was an intellectual culture movement in philosophical and Europe in the 18th century and was called Enlightenment for bring humanity out ignorance. They are the most important events for the humanity was the electricity and longitude and vacuums and encyclopedia. This is the more important.
Okay, thank you. This was my video teacher.